Hey, what up everyone? I'm Cool, and this is Gems of War. And today we got the patch notes for the 9.1 update. Thanks to Sana, Lady Outfield, for making me aware. I did not know this until she said something on the Ghost Train. So we are going to be doing ranking the difficulty of Crypt Keepers, but first we have to do the patch notes. Update patch notes. We already read like the sneak peek thing, so I doubt it's going to be much different than that, but more up to date, newer. You know the deal. Hit the like. Let's go. Thanks to anybody watching after. Thanks to the lurkers, all that stuff. But yeah, I gotta set up the stream, and we're gonna read the patch notes. So gonna be a little bit of epic trials here at the beginning. Sword's Edge, right here, right? Trials. Copy this, paste it in. Watch that for me while I set up the stream, and then we're gonna read the patch notes. Thumbnail. Gems of War, Delve Guide, ranking the difficulty. This one's on like 4 playlists. I do have a ranking the difficulty playlist, if you care. Gems of War, Crypt Keepers. Crypt Keepers. Gems of War, Crypt Keepers, Pure? Gems of War Update. Gems of War. Okay, that should be good. Gems of War's the game. And save all that. Jump into the chat. Live. There it is. Hit the like, yeah. Sana's here. Santa Queen. And with a gifted. Woohoo! Arc got the gifted. Appreciate it. You're the best. You're the best. Alright, I'm almost ready. I think I'm ready. Jam Ricks is here. Good morning. Alright, we're going to read these patch notes right now. Let's go. Update 9.1 patch notes. For a detailed explanation of the Astral Spire and the library, please read our detailed blog here. It's probably the one we already read previously. 9.1 is expected to be released on all platforms excluding Switch tomorrow. So tonight, most likely tonight. Nintendo is still processing the update through submission, so it is out of our hands. As soon as that is being released, I will let everyone know. At this stage, Legends Reborn will still be running next week for all platforms unless Switch does not get 9.1 till next week, in which case Legends Reborn will be delayed only on Switch until after 9.1 has released. The Astral Spire. The Astral Spire is a new feature that gives players bonuses in battle while also addressing some areas of frustration and imbalance that have crept into the game over the years. If you guys want to see, like, read along with me, go to gemsofwar.com. Maybe we can put a link in the chat, unless you already did that. Be great, because there's probably going to be a couple little pictures and stuff like that. Astral Spire unlocks at hero level 50 and is accessed from the top of the world map, replacing the path button. Astral Spire contains constellation boards that are made up of 4 types of star nodes: bronze, silver, gold, and capstone. Constellation boards are like skill trees in other games. Players will earn star stones, which can be spent to unlock these new bonuses. Bronze equals 100 star stones to unlock, silver is 200, gold is 300, and the capstone is 400 star stones to unlock. Bronze and silver nodes will mainly contain skill point buffs to specific ally types. Gold nodes will offer smaller unique powers that aid the player. Then capstones have a major bonus buff enemy debuff. Capstones can also be leveled up from level 1 to level 50. Players will be able to earn star stones in 3 ways. 3 ways. Daily adventure. In daily plunder, once a day, there will be a task that will reward star stones. So adventure board. Weekly goal. Once a month, there will be a weekly goal. The shop. There are 2 Starstone bundles which can be purchased twice weekly. We will be starting with 7 constellation boards available to unlock and progress in any order, with plans to add more boards in the future. Again, for a detailed explanation of the Astral Spire in the library, please read our detailed blog here. Let me click on it just to make sure it's not something different. Nah, that's still the same thing. February 23rd. Kadoke. So yeah, looking like adventure board, a weekly goal, and then money. So it is kind of pay to win because you can buy, unless it's for gems, which I doubt it. Whenever they do an update, they do something, some sort of path or purchase money thing, and it looks like adventure board, weekly goal, and then you can buy with money. So it is a little bit pay to win, which is unfortunate. If you do all the adventure board, you do all the weekly goals, you're going to be behind somebody that's also spending money. Most likely. It's not in the game yet. It could be for gems or something, but I doubt it. It's probably for money. So if I do all the daily adventure board stuff and I do the weekly goal, there could be other people that do those 2 things and they spend money, and they're going to have more than but it doesn't really affect like PvP or Guild Wars or anything like that. Anything like where you're really actually competing against another person, I don't think it like counts there, any of this stuff. So it's more like for your daily stuff, I think, like the stats and everything. Like I don't think it counts in Guild Wars and stuff like that, but we'll see. We have revised the early, this is the library section. Let me get another epic trial running. Looks like we won. The library. We have revised the early game unlock progression. The aim is to provide a better experience for new players. All early game unlocks and tutorials are now consolidated into a screen known as the library. Does anybody else think it's fishy that every time I finish a new account playthrough, they put something new into the game very quickly thereafter? I think there's a dev secretly watching my new account playthroughs. I know I'm not the main character of the world, but I'm the only one that does them, and then it feels like as soon as I get one done, they're putting something into the game. It's like they watch it and they see, oh, okay, yeah, let's change that, let's change this. Let's make this easier. I don't know. But anyway, they have revised the early game to unlock progression. The game is to provide better experience for new players. All early game unlocks or tutorials are now considered into a screen known as the library. Consolated. All early game unlocks and tutorials are now consolidated into a screen known as the library. The library is the new feature unlock system for new players and runs from hero level 1 to 50, whereas previously this was level 1 to 100. You can get to level 50 so fast in this game, like it's probably a nothing burger. And it shows a picture here. It says troop level 20. Use souls to level up your troops to level 20. Some troops may require 1 or more ascensions to be able to reach level 20. Troop trading. Use trait stones to unlock traits on your troops. Each troop has 3 traits that give them bonuses in battle. Buccaneer's bounty. What? A chance for the Buccaneer to make you an offer when completing tasks and daily plunder. Kingdom tributes. Each kingdom has a chance of giving you a tribute when you collect gold. Tribute rewards can include keys and gems. Similar to the Adventurer's Path, players can view a list of all the features that unlock in the game, along with rewards for unlocking them. We have combined some of the unlocks from the Adventurer's Path into a single unlock now. The library button is visible from the world map and lives along the top menu, replacing the path button, the center icon. As your hero levels up, game modes and features unlock. The final unlock at level 50 is the Astral Spire. The library button on the world will change to the Astral Spire button. However, players can access the library menu at any time from the Astral Spire overview menu. The Library Pass. got to get your library card. If you turn your books in late, you're going to get a late fee. The library pass is a one-time purchase that triples the rewards given for completing the tutorials within the library. You can also purchase the pass after completing and collecting any of the tutorial rewards. The bonus rewards for purchasing the library pass for any tutorials you've already completed and collected will be received upon purchase of the library pass. This is different to the other premium passes, where any unlocked rewards are mailed out. Retiring the path system. With the introduction of the library and Astral Spire, we will be retiring the path system. This includes Adventurer's Path, Guardian Path, Champion's Path, Paragon Path, and Exalted Path. They just put that in the game like a couple of years ago, didn't they? And now they're already retiring it. Retiring the paths will include retiring path passes, path chests, and path shops. Daily tasks will continue to be given to players via the Daily Plunder menu. As part of this change, we have retired standalone world quests. Players no longer need to complete them before a feature unlocks. Players will either need to review the feature's pop-up help or go through the tutorial to earn the reward for that feature. This allows players to play the game without tutorials interrupting them once they get to the world map and engage with a tutorial at their convenience. Players under level 50, all unspent adventurer keys will be used and all rewards will be given. All tutorials already completed based on your level will also be marked as completed and available to collect the new library rewards. You then continue through the library as normal, and once you reach level 50, you will have access to the Astral Spire. Players level 50 plus, all tutorials in the library will be marked as completed and the rewards from the library will be available for collection. The Astral Spire will be automatically unlocked. Players who have an active Adventurer's Pass, any unspent Adventurer keys will be used and all rewards given. Any unclaimed or yet to be unlocked rewards from the Adventurer's Pass will also be collected, also all be collected and given. Yes, even if you have not unlocked them yet. So there might be a strat where you buy it now, and then the update happens, and then you get everything without having to do anything. I'm not usually like the guy that tells you to go spend money, but if you buy, I don't even know if you can still buy it or not, but the current like Paragon Adventure Path thing that's at the top screen where it's exalted and all the keys and whatnot, there was a pass that gave you like extra rewards. If you were to buy it like right now, today, then tomorrow you're going to get the whole thing, like everything, whether you get it completed or not. I think that's how it works. So it says any unclaimed or yet to be unlocked rewards from the Adventurer's Pass will also all be collected and given. Yes, even if you had not unlocked them yet. There will be a large pop-up to tell you that these rewards are all being collected and list everything you have been rewarded. If they are not collected via the pop-up, eventually they will be mailed out. Again, for a detailed explanation of the Astral Spire Library, please read our detailed blog here. Achievements. Capstone, my capstone. Unlock a capstone and a constellation board. Superstar, earn 200 star stones. General, we have introduced a new setting for Sony players in-game under Settings account check purchases. If you ever make a real money purchase and do not receive the items, please press check purchases first and allow the check to complete before contacting support. This feature is already available on Xbox. Known issues. Due to delays outside our control, once 9.1 releases, the new IAP's real money offers will not be available on Sony and will be added soon after, as they are still going through the approval process. Once they are available, I will be sure to announce that. This will be the same for Switch once 9.1 releases on Switch. The Astral Spire bonuses pop-up appears in the active troop bonuses. The Astral Spire bonuses pop-up appears in the active troop bonuses within Arena, where no Astral Spire bonuses apply. Expected to be resolved in 9.2. There are some screens where text numbers are still currently missing. This includes screens like the Guild Wars leaderboard breakdown, expected to be resolved in 9.2. Visual issue within the Masteries bonus shown in the pause menu specifically, brown mana surge is displaying incorrectly, expected to be resolved in 9.2. Bug fixes. Missing text in Genie, Merchant, Demon, and Angel offers. Missing text in the opponent selected menu in PvP region with Blood Frenzy. Missing text in the Kingdom Trials menu. Missing class text when copying and pasting a team shared from the in-game chat. Missing counter text in Guild Wars morale bonus. Inconsistent event restrictions when you copy and paste a team. Trait stone pop-up missing when tapping trait stones in the unlocked trait screen. If a guild member leaves, not when kicked, after setting a defense location during Guild Wars defense phase, their spot cannot be replaced. Legends Reborn quest rewards, displaying Kingdom Increase bonus, an issue where if a troop had a single trait available to be unlocked, the max upgrade button would either display the single trait or display it as unlocking all 3 traits. Alright, that's everything. It was kind of a... not much as far as like new information, other than it's being released later today. We already kind of read all that stuff on the sneak peek thing that was like February 23rd. So, the main thing that the new information pretty much is that it's coming out today, like later tonight. But, Astral Spire coming tonight / tomorrow with the library. Most of us are not going to care about the library because most of us are past level 50. But yeah, the Astral Spire. Constellations. Constellations. Yeah. So, like, the bronze, silver, gold capstone. You do the bronze, you get a little bit of stats for, like, a certain color. There's 7 different trees, right? And, like, they're probably 1 for each color, and then maybe 1 for your hero or something like that. And you just get more stats for each color, troop, or for your hero. Silver probably gives you just, like, more stats. Gold actually gives you some like, other types of bonuses, and the capstone's, like, a special bonus, like chance for an extra turn when matching skulls, or chance for a cleanse when blah blah blah. Like, we already read it, so go check out the February 23rd-ish live stream where we went over all that stuff. But it's one of them things where it has to, once it goes into the game, it'll be less confusing. Right now, we're just reading about it. It might be confusing to some people, but I think it's not going to be that bad once it's in the game. You're going to have star stones from doing adventure board or the weekly goal. The thing's going to be up here, right here. This is where the Astral Spire is going to be, right here. And you're going to click on it. There's going to be constellation boards. You're going to spend your star stones. And, you know, get star stones from adventure board right here. It's going to be right here, where these keys are. And then it's also going to have like a weekly goal thing where it's probably going to be like push triangle here, and it's going to have that extra little menu where we get like a pet for the holiday event or whatever it is, you know. It's going to pop up on the bottom once a month, and we'll get more star stones, and then you'll be able to buy star stones in the shop probably like around here somewhere. Maybe. But what do you guys think about that? Let's go check out the chat. Yoke is here. Tyrion's here. Happy Tuesday. Yeah, I'm reading it right now. They update new player playthroughs every year or 2. They do it. You see how it happened like right after I quit though? It's not like, oh, they did it 6 months after my new account playthrough. Like, we ended the new account playthrough like whenever it was, in the last month or 2, and now they're changing things in the beginning of the game. Crypt Keepers was listed 9 from easy to hard. Okay, that's good. Yeah. I'm being conceited. Murda Serta. Yeah, that'd be cool, Sana. But unfortunately, I'm not under level 50, so it's not gonna, let me, really. I'm level, like, 970 something. Tyrion says, I just bought the one on alt account I needed to buy soon anyways, as I was 1,400 out of 1,500 anyways, plus this update went ahead and bought. Lots of gems, Dragonite, and other goodies. I think that's a really good, like, strat, like a tip. If nothing else, you guys buy, if you want to spend money on the game. You know me, I'm not like the guy that's telling you to spend money on the game, ever. But right here, I think, the Exalted Pass Plus, maybe? If you buy that today, You're going to get everything. You don't have to do anything. You're going to get everything sent to you. Like, right here. You see all this stuff? Or right here is where you purchase it. So my advice, if you wanted to spend any money on this game, excuse me, I'm kind of like, I don't know. You see all this extra stuff you get? Like, here you get 5 Dragonite. Well, you get 15 extra. There's shiny keys. There's cursed runes. There's writs. You're going to get all of this. Like, no matter what your level is. Like, all the way down to 2,000. So, all this extra stuff right here. And I think, like, we're probably going to get this free stuff too, right? I'm guessing. They're doing away with this entire system, so I think everybody's going to get all the free stuff. But if you purchase it, you're going to get all the free stuff plus all this other stuff over here. From, like, the very beginning, too. Like, if you purchase... It's $15, and you get everything. Like, from level 1 all the way to level 2,000. All the extra stuff. I'm pretty sure, like, don't like, get mad at me if it doesn't happen. But I think it's worth a shot, you know? Like... And they said it, like, in bold letters without mincing words in the patch notes that you would get everything. So I'm pretty confident you're going to get all this stuff. Like, bunch of Dragonite, some gems, shiny keys, writs, cursed runes, gems, writs, Dragonite, vault keys, shiny keys, gems. From whatever level to level 2,000, like, all the way. But it's $15 now. That's pretty expensive, but it's tons of loot. It's better than any other thing you would ever buy in the stupid shop where you're getting dumb stuff for $5-10. Like, might be one of the best things you could ever buy other than Death Knight armor. Like, but it's only for today until the update happens. Once the update happens, it's gone. You can't buy it anymore. So it's like now or never. And I'm telling you, like, if you're watching this stream right now, I don't know if any other content creator has said this or YouTube person has said this, but if you're here today and you're listening to this and you have $15, like, it might be worth it because you're going to get so much stuff, it's crazy. They're going to send you every single thing. I'm pretty sure, man. Like, I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100%, but I'm like 99% sure. It pays per 500 levels. It's going to give you everything, though, because they're taking the entire thing out of the game. Right? I mean, oh, maybe I see what you mean, but... hold on. Get the Exalted Pass Plus and earn more rewards when you level up for 500 levels. Okay. So you might only get 500 levels worth of it, you know? Still a lot. You get it all at once without having to level 500 times. It might be somewhere in the middle. I wouldn't know because I don't spend money. But, yeah, maybe listen to people that are spending money and not me. But you're going to get stuff for free, pretty much, without having to level. You could purchase it every 500 levels. Anyway, I think it's some sort of strat right there, you know? Buying once, you're going to get everything without having to do anything. Pretty much buying all that loot. Lurk and twerk. Well, somebody let me know if it works if you do it, and tomorrow, or, you know, Friday or whatever, whenever I'm back. Let me know if it worked or not, if anybody tries it. Starla! Sana posted the link if you guys wanted to read the patch notes. Beg's here. Oturo Warrior. Horth. Once you get to 500, 1,000, 1,500, a new path to purchase is unlocked. I'm guessing you're going to get everything, though, because they don't want to screw up and not give you something. I don't know. But maybe not. Maybe, isn't your name Rob, bro? I think I've seen you other places. I think Rob could be right, though, that you only get, like, 500 levels worth. That'd be, like, the least you would get. Anyway, let's do our ranking the difficulty of Crypt Keepers. I'll show you some teams first for the event, because you should be doing the event. Get a bunch of gold. Look at my gold right now. I have 30 million gold. I normally only have like 25 million, but I did the Warrens last week. I've been opening my vault keys. I did the other faction event last Tuesday. I've been doing them every Tuesday, and all of a sudden I have 30 million gold. Once the guild gets the legendary tasks, I'm going to give a bunch of gold to the guild. Maybe if I say that in the guild chat, they'll get to it faster. Getting pretty close, though. We only got 2 more epics to do. Could probably help it along a little bit. Here, I'll do that. I'll give a bunch of gold. I got nothing else to spend gold on, so guild tasks. That's why I like gold farming is kind of stupid in my opinion. Eventually you're not going to need gold for much other than guild tasks. Once you get all your kingdoms done and all your factions done, gold's going to be one of those things that just stack up and you don't need anymore, so you wasted a bunch of time gold farming because you're just going to have a bunch of gold. Let's grab this real quick. Offers. Ooh, verse. Been buying this one. I don't know if it's good or not, but I need event keys. And we got the Crypt Keepers faction event. Most of us today are going to be doing this for free. We don't need to buy anything. We just do the fights. All the fights. Kill the boss. Go to level 90. Get all rewards. It takes 20 minutes or less if you're doing it right. 20 minutes or less for around 300,000 gold, plus all this other stuff. Plus more. Get stuff for every single fight you do, and every single layer you do. And then you get overall rewards too. And if you add up all the gold you get from all the rooms, and all the chests, and all the overall rewards, it's going to be something... The least I've ever got is 180,000, but the most I've ever got is 310,000 for a Tuesday faction event. A weekend one, it's like 500 plus thousand. And that's on top of everything else. The orbs, the keys, the other loot, souls, glory, etc, ingots, whatever. Getting all that stuff too. And 2 class experience as well. It's a really smart thing to do every Tuesday. And it helps it to where you don't have to gold farm and waste your time. But yeah, if you don't have the weapon, buy up to the weapon. Because you're going to want to get it. It's not going to be back for a while. And it's the best time to buy up to the weapon. It's another weapon for the kingdom. Sword's Edge. And then people might be doing pure 500 today, so you want to buy up to tier 7 and buy it multiple times. You would have been planning ahead, you wouldn't just all of a sudden decide to do that today. So your horde level should be on 100 or 111 at least. Your quality should be on 10 no matter who you are before you do this event. But if you're doing pure 500 and deathless 500, you should have your horde level probably even higher. You should have a bunch of gems that you're ready to spend, and you probably had to spend a bunch of gold and treasure to get your horde level up. So you would have planned ahead. You wouldn't be just doing it all of a sudden today, probably. As far as like going to 500 and doing pure 500 and deathless 500 and capping it out. Like, you would have thought of that ahead of time. You wouldn't just be like, oh yeah, Crypt Keepers. Let's go make some teams in the underworld where I don't have to waste my sigils. So I can do my event properly later. We have our Deathless team. Essence of Evil, Centuragon, Zulgoth, Leprechaun. I don't want to show the fights because we're going to have to do pure 500. But you guys have seen my Deathless teams work 99.9% of the time. Here's one for Crypt Keepers. Remember, you got to get Horde level 100. You got to get to level 500. You got to do a Deathless 500. And you got to do pure Faction 500 to get max renown. So this is part of getting max renown. You have to do it deathless. Here's the best team you could use to do it deathless. Now the team I'm going to use to get it done in 20 minutes or less. Chrysanthrax, of course. But put whatever dragon you got there, it's fine. The Mirage Queen. And we got, what colors? Red and purple, so Pharaoh Khafre. This is what I'm going to use to get it done in 20 minutes or less and get all my gold. Banner, just do something like blah blah, do do do. There you go. And that'll get it done 20 minutes or less, for sure. I've done it in 15 minutes before. It takes me 20 minutes sometimes. It depends. But I'll also make a mid and a low level, so you don't have... But if you have any other elemental that hits really hard, you could just put it here. Or if you have a Sensia, you could do any dragon here. The Sensia is available, right? You got yellow... Or no, not a Sensia. Never mind. Any elemental that hits really hard, you could put it here. So you could do this. Like, if you don't have Chrysantherax, just do this. And then look for your hardest hitting, like, elemental, if you want. Narcithis. Thornessa. Just 2 examples. Alright, let's do a mid team. We got red, we got purple. Red and purple. Could do the triple Emberclaw Ruby Weapon team. Ruby Weapon triple Emberclaw would be good. Shaggorath, I like Shaggorath. You could do a mana generating weapon, Shaggorath, Miraji Queen. Got Tesla, of course. Just do like something like here, I got a team. There's a cool team. Or if you don't have Ruby Weapon, just do Wand of Stars or some mana generating weapon. Take off Thrall, put another Tesla or another True Damager, Venoxia, Shaggorath, whatever you got. Go purple, purple red, purple blue, something like that. Got purple, blue, red, brown, green. Missing yellow. That's fine. Purple, red, minus yellow. Class, Titan, Archmagus, Thief. Let's do Archmagus. We're gonna get up Thrall. It was easy to get up, but... So, if you got Ruby Weapon, you could do Ruby Weapon Triple Emberclaw, or you can do this one. If you don't have Ruby Weapon, just, you know, Tesla. Double Tesla with Wand, Leprechaun. Just Tesla Thrall, Leprechaun with whatever. One Tesla probably worked just fine. That's a lot of mana generation, but... Or Tesla with another True Damager, like Venoxia, Shaggorath. Something like that. Remember, these teams are like concepts, and you can substitute in stuff if you don't have Ruby Weapon or you don't have Chrysantherax or whatever. Can I show the team code? No mythics, but it does have the Ruby Weapon, sorry. But like I said, you don't have to use the Ruby Weapon. Mostly the Thrall, Leprechaun, Tesla, and then whatever. Or you can do Tesla, Leprechaun with Wand, or Essence of Evil, Mount Crusher, Obsidian Librum, blah, blah, blah. Low level team. You could do Atlanta, you could do Gargoyles, you could do Pandalista. Let's do Atlanta this time. Black Manacles to help Atlanta. Or you could just do 2 Atlantas if you want. Could put Thrall on here. Might not even need it, but Thrall Leprechaun's always a good combo for mana gen. Something like that. Could keep the Archmagus. Purple. Probably purple-brown, because Atlanta's 75% start, so she's easier to get up. And we can minus blue, red, even green. There's a low-level team. Be pretty easy. If you don't like this one, you can use gargoyles. Do like Mountain Crusher Gargoyle, Gargoyle Leprechaun, or Harpy Mage or something. You could do Geomancer. 50% start the gargoyles. Alright, time for the Pure 500. Gave you the teams, now you can go get your faction event done. Now it's time for ranking the difficulty. This is number 9, part 9. We've done 8 of them so far. We rank it based on how many rooms are there, how many deaths do I take, are the troops good or are they bad, are the enemies easy or are they hard. So far, we've done Sea of Sorrow, Dark Court, Primal Rift, the Black Heart, All-Seeing Eye, Dripping Caverns, Mirrored Halls, and the Warrens. So we've done all of those on live stream, Pure 500. For like the 3rd time on most of them. I think the very, like, part 1, we were streaming, and I lost, and then I did it after the stream, but every stream after that I did it on the stream. So it kind of sucks that part 1 I didn't. I always do that to myself. I make the part 1 like suck, and then nobody probably wants to watch the rest of them. I need a new page here. I filled up a whole page. You can do the back, maybe. I'm gonna write down Crypt Keepers. First thing we're gonna see is how many rooms does it got? Crypt Keepers. I'm writing it with a pencil. And I'm making a little box. And I'm putting rooms, troops, enemies, deaths. The higher the score, the harder it is. Sea of Sorrows got a 29.5, Dark Court got a 31, Primal Rift got a 20, the Black Heart got a 18, All-Seeing Eye got a 12, Dripping Caverns got a 28.5, Mirrored Halls got a 16, and the Warrens has been the hardest so far, got a 34, and that's the one we did last. Too much RNG with that one. I thought it was going to be easy, but it was hard, so I never know. Crypt Keeper supposedly is kind of on the easier side. Let's go get our team. These are our options. You have to use only troops from the faction. We got Crypt Hound. Drain 7 mana from an enemy and either Death Mark, Silence, or Curse all enemies. Crypt Bound White. Eliminate up to 14 armor from an enemy. Create 5 purple gems boosted by armor eliminated. 2 to 1, so you could do like 7 maybe, right? Grave Seer. Transform green gems to purple. Enchant the strongest ally. Isn't there a strat with that? Like the stupid Grave Seer is the strongest ally, right? Isn't that stupid? Like, doesn't he just enchant himself over and over? I forget. There's something about that. Lady Morana. Deal damage to an enemy with a 10% chance to slay them, boosted by 2% for each purple gem. 65% scar reduction. We're definitely using her.
Nothing to fear, my sweet.
Nothing to fear, my sweet. Nightshade. Summon a Darkstorm and either disease, freeze, or stun all enemies. That one sucks. Spectral Knight. Deal true damage to an enemy. Deal double damage to the enemy as a status effect. I don't know, y'all. Is there, like, no tank? Is Lady Mirana the tank, I guess? She got 65% skull reduction. I think we're gonna need at least 2 of her.
Nothing to fear, my sweets.
65% skull reduction is nice. Undying. She's gonna be hard to kill. Deals a bunch of damage with a chance to slay them, boosted by 2% for each purple gem. Be nice to throw some purple up there. I think you need Graveseer, at least one Graveseer. Not at least one, but probably one Graveseer, right? Oh, it's Meddling Seer. Marcus, how's it going? Alright, let's see what y'all are saying real quick before I finish up my team here. Pin the link? Yeah, okay. Where's it at? There it is. Pin message. And Sana running out there all by her lonesome, trying to get that train started. We're having some trouble this month. We did have one good day so far. So 1 out of 10. Stella Takshaka. That's pretty good. You're 1400 on your alt, dang. You bought it forever ago on Xbox. So much slower. Twist your arm needed. Horth says, what is the best source for gold? I'm always at 0. Factions and Vault Event. And then don't spend your gold on anything except for like leveling your kingdoms and your guild tasks. And maybe factions. But do your faction events on Tuesday, on the weekend. We just had the Warrens this past weekend. If you didn't do that, then, you know, that was a really good chance to get a ton of gold. This weekend is the Vault event. You just, like, right now is the best time to be getting gold, too. Like, tons of faction events back to back to back to back, and then we have the Vault event this weekend. So, the 2 best ways to get gold have been happening and are still happening. Faction events and Vault event. And then open your vault keys. That's how you get gold. I will never recommend gold farming. I don't care. I think it's an old, antiquated way to do things that waste your time. I'd rather see you do the Warrens 3 times a day with the Skeleton Key team than sit there and explore 10 doing Cedric nonsense. Or whatever it is these days. Maybe triple Lady Mirana? Like, Crypt Hound? I mean, you know, what if it just curses all enemies? Death marking all enemies would be cool. Silencing all enemies would be cool. But cursing... I guess it's a 2 out of 3 chance to do something cool. I kind of almost want to do it just for, like, maybe death mark all the enemies. Silence all the enemies. Can drain mana so they don't cast. This one does create purple gems. That could help with the Lady Mirana. Nobody on our team uses purple, though, so that's kind of stupid. Crypt Town's the only one. Okay, Spectral Knight or Crypt Town uses purple. I kind of want to try this, honestly. Be nice to Deathmark or Silence, and then it can use the purple that Graveseer makes. We can keep them from casting by draining. I'm gonna try it, y'all. 2 Lady Miranas, Graveseer, Crypt Town. That's super blocked there, though. I might have to cast them multiple times. Banner, who do we want to get up the most? We need red. Probably Lady Mirana. Red and blue. Alright, let's see how this goes. We have 1, 2, 3 rooms. That's it. So the least you could have. So that's 6 points. Starting off pretty easy with only 3 rooms. The only problem is, aren't most of the enemies, like, undying? As far as, like... We got Graveseer, Spectral Knight, Nightshade. Immune to death mark. Immune to death mark. They're all immune to death mark, and it's 2 of the fights, so maybe not Crypt Hound. So I might try this. But there's no purple. Like, what's the point? I guess we gotta do Spectral Knight. I just want something to bring that purple in. Like, we're gonna be doing Graves here. Because we want... The more purple that's on the board, the higher percent chance we have to instant kill. So we want a bunch of purple on the board. But then we have nothing to use that purple on. So we almost have to put something purple on the team. This thing's not horrible either. It does true damage and deals double damage to the enemy as a status effect. How are we supposed to do a status effect, though? The only way would be if we did that. This. Because he could inflict frozen when doing skull damage. I mean, if we lose him, it would be no big deal. We still have 2 Lady Maranas. I think I'm going to try that. Alright, let's go. Let me catch up in the chat real quick. You know why? Because I don't have Death Knight armor. Do you have Death Knight armor, Tyrion, on your ult? That's why my hero level's low. Compared to... If you see my hero level compared to other people's, you might as well make it 50% higher than it is. Because I have not had Death Knight armor ever in my life. Death Knight armor gives you 100% extra experience. So... Maybe you don't have Death Knight armor on your ult, but as far as like your main... You probably do. Let's do this just because it's there. Now we get this for free. Guess we take skulls like always. Let's do this. Got her. We got a 28%, so 38% chance. It's not bad. They're frozen though. We could try this real quick. Woo! Almost killed him. Alright, let's see if we can instant kill. We got a 32% chance. We already hit this guy, like, destroyed his ass, so let's try something else. Nope. Alright, even more purple on the board, so now we have a 44% chance. Something we haven't attacked yet? Of course not. Got it. I'm the best. I'm the best at this game. Red, blue. Guess we could take some purple. Try to... Hey, another extra turn. This guy's almost dead, so I don't really want to be wasting Spectral Knight on him. I want to get some skulls. Give me some skulls, please. The game is huge. Oh my gosh, lots of chat. Hold on. Question, why would you scout enemy troops for 50 gold? I only do that when it's like Guild Wars. When it's like really important to know what the enemy team is. If it's a game mode where if you lose there's no consequence, then there's no reason to scout. So like pretty much the only reason to scout is Guild Wars. And a lot of people just have scouting for free because they, you know, got VIP whatever from buying the Death Knight armor. Marcus says, I'm new to the game, not all kingdoms unlocked yet. Well, good luck. Go check out my new account playthrough. I go through the whole game from beginning to level 900 something. You do recommend gold farming, but only for autoplay while you do other things? Oh yeah, there's always that. If you explore farm a lot, a semi-gold team can be used. Best team for gold is also not built for speed, but I do have a decent 3-cast hero with Ruby M that is super fast. Semi-fast. Astral Spire Day, Jets. Tyrion says if you choose autoplay, best team with highest gold while winning 99.9% of battles is Cedric, hero with bronze lock pistol, slug hoarder, and second Cedric. Team gives 225% extra gold, and on autoplay, be hard pressed to find another guaranteed win team, give more gold. Yeah, I don't mind if you're autoplaying while, you know, not staring at the screen. Like, that's fine, gold farming. You have Death Knight armor? Yeah, dude, it's gonna make a lot of difference. So never judge a person off their hero level. First of all, they could be horrible at the game, a noob, and be level 1000 something. Second of all, you can look at my account and be like, dang, his hero level's kind of low. But I don't have Death Knight armor, so you really got to add like a bunch of levels to make me even with somebody else. We do not have this. Let's try to get Lady Mirana up. I don't want to cast this either because I'm waiting. Well, it's just a status effect, right? So they have enchant over there. I could cast this on that, right? Let's see. Yeah, it works. So I don't need to do that. He doesn't even have to be in first slot either. Dang it. Oh, we got this.
Mana surge.
Well, now that I know that, I would not put Spectral Knight in first slot. I'd put him probably in third slot or fourth slot. Because, I put him in first slot because he does freeze when he does skull damage. And he needs the enemy to have a status effect to do double damage. But it counts for positive status effects. So, he doesn't have to be in first slot. Just by the way.
Mana surge.
Alright, we can finally kill this guy. Nobody has a status effect right now.
Mana surge.
Got this, which is a 34% chance. It's pretty good. Yay, we finally got one. Freeze them. And boom. Alright, first fight down. I can't move my troops now because I already started. But Spectral Knight in first slot. Alright, this fight don't look too bad. Ranking the difficulty. Is Crypt Keeper's going to be the easiest so far?
Mana surge.
Okay, we got only a 22% chance. So let's wait.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
If I take this, I have less of a chance. But they're going to take it if I don't take it. 36% chance. I think I'm just gonna try for the instant kill. Who should I kill? Yeah, it worked. And I still get it. They're stupid. We need a positive status or a status effect I'm gonna wait. So let's do this. Now we can give them one, maybe? They might be immune to freeze. No? Frozen. Boom, 282. We got this. It's a 34% chance. We should probably hit something we haven't hit yet. Ah, missed.
Mana surge.
Okay, we can kill their first slot, or we could wait. I think I'll try to get skulls instead. Unless we have nothing. If we don't have any mana. Which we don't. So I'm just gonna cast it. Just kill that. We had nothing going on.
Mana surge.
Didn't want to waste my turn. Now what? Nothing. Cool.
Mana surge.
Let's freeze them. Okay. Sure. 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 Ow. Hmm. Oh. 26% chance. If I do that, they get skulls. 26% chance. Let's do this. Oh, they still got skulls. Got this.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Freeze them.
Mana surge.
Can we kill? I think so. Let's just kill her. Let's just try it. Nope. It's the last enemy.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
No.
Mana surge.
Avoiding skull hits. At least trying to. What do we got? Nothing? Cool. Do that. Now what? Nothing? Let's try to get this yellow.
Mana surge.
Nope. We still don't have anything? Are you kidding me? Give me some mana.
Mana surge.
Alright, they're dead. Alright, 2 down, 1 to go. It's been easy so far. Let's see how this last fight goes. They are going to have Lady Mirana, but she's in first slot. We just got to go from top to bottom. Lady Mirana could instant kill me. Spectral Knight could do a bunch of true damage, but once those two are dead, we're good to go. So we just got to go top to bottom. Alright, they're enchanted. So I could hit them for damage, but I really want to kill their first slot. So I'm going to do this, freeze them. Ouch. Okay, they hit me for 0 because I had a barrier, right? Let's do this. Purple. Yellow. Got this. We have a 28% chance. Let's do this. Let's just do this, and then we'll have a higher chance. Now we have a 36% chance. I really want to kill her, I think. Nope. Alright, we can try again, though. Yeah, got her out of here. And now we just gotta get rid of this Spectral Knight, and we're good to go. They're not gonna kill me with the other two. Got nothing going on right now. I pretty much have to cast this. And they don't have a stats effect. Oh well.
Mana surge.
Ouch.
Mana surge.
Freeze them. I don't want to take this. 36%. Or I can get up my Spectral Knight and hit him. The sure thing would be to do this and then get up my Spectral Knight and hit him with double true damage. The Hail Mary would be cast this for 36% chance with 4 extra purple on the board. What do you guys think? Should we go for the sure thing or the Hail Mary? Anybody watching? Anybody care? Anybody listening? Hail Mary or sure thing? HM or ST? Put it in the chat. I'll do whatever you decide. Sure thing? Hail Mary! Oh no. We got two different ones. Who's gonna break the tie? Sure thing? Or Hail Mary? We are frozen on purple, by the way. So maybe that's a sign. Yeah, let's do the Hail Mary. Whoa! Hail Mary for the win! Come on. We were frozen. We were frozen. That's why. That kind of tipped it for me. Alright, we're frozen, so you want to do the 3 match to get a mana surge. Remember, when you're frozen, you can't get a mana surge. When you do a match 4, you can't get a mana surge, right? But on 3 matches, you can get a mana surge. So if I take this 4 match, I'm literally only going to get 4 mana. And it's not going to give me an extra turn because I'm frozen on red. If I take the 3 match, I can get more than 4 mana, and I'm not going to get extra turn anyway, so you take the 3 match. See how I got 5 mana, I guess? I got 4 for the Spectral Knight, I got 1 for the Lady Mirana, that's more than 4. Got 1 extra from taking the 3 match instead of the 4 match. It's only when you're frozen on that color. They are enchanted, so let's do this. Oh, it didn't work! Why was that? Oh, it's stunned. He's stunned. No, that shouldn't matter. Wonder why that didn't work. Maybe because he has full mana? That was weird. Didn't hit for double damage. He was enchanted, though. But he was also full mana. I don't know. That was strange. I thought I needed 4 on this, and then it leaked down 1 to this. Because this uses red, so it would have kept giving me mana. If I got 7, I would have got 2 on her.
Mana surge.
I'm like super caffeinated, by the way. Sorry. I've been drinking a lot of water, and I got this like powder stuff with caffeine in it because I was getting sick of water, so I like pour this stuff in the water now. Alright, what now? Got nothing.
Mana surge.
Got nothing, honey.
Mana surge.
Now he's got to finish this fight. Come on. Trying to do it without losing a troop. And we might lose one.
Mana surge.
Guess that time it didn't matter because I only needed 4 mana there. See, look how... Does that just mean they're fully charged? Like, why? Usually that's enchant. Am I stupid? Yeah, I'm stupid. Just means they're fully charged. I thought they were enchanted, but they're not. Alright, that was what was wrong. Never mind. I figured it out.
Mana surge.
I feel like enchant and fully charged look the same. Maybe I'm tripping. 34% chance. Honestly, this one's annoying me more than the Graveseer. I don't know that we're going to be able to get them any kind of negative status effect. Oh, he can't be frozen because of the stun. Just take red right now. Whittle them down. Now they're frozen. And they freaking did my... Well, it don't matter, don't matter. Sorry to any beginners out there. I'm probably being a little bit too advanced. But it is a pure faction 500, so... If you have any questions, let me know. If I say anything that you don't know what I'm talking about, just ask and I'll let you know.
Mana surge.
Alright, let's see if we can get this instant kill. We have a 28% chance. Maybe I should try to get both of them up just in case.
Mana surge.
Now we got everybody. Alright. Let's do this first.
Mana surge.
Give us a bunch of purple. Oh man, now I gotta like take these skulls because I don't want him to die. Alright, here we go. Come on. Got a 40% chance. Twice. Oh, are you kidding me? They really want me to lose the troop, don't they? Really want me to lose a troop, don't they? They're gonna put skulls down here and then kill my Spectral Knight. How much you wanna bet? I'm just gonna cast this. Guess we have to take it. Nope, didn't put skulls. Hey, we did it deathless! Can you believe it? Pure Faction 500 did not lose a single troop. I did Deathless and Pure at the same time. That's one of the hardest things to do in the game. I think that's the first time we've done that on ranking the difficulty. Right? Haven't we lost a... Let's see. No. I guess we did it on the Black Heart and All-Seeing Eye as well. And Mirror Dolls. Never mind. That was pretty easy. It might be the easiest one so far. Alright, now let's give it a score. So I took 0 deaths. So that gives 0 points for that. Troops, are they good or are they bad? Well, you know, this guy's decent. 25% skull reduction, inflicting frozen, and then can do double true damage. And the enemy almost always has, like, you're not going to go super dry on the status effect. Like, they enchant themselves with their Graveseer. You can hit them with freeze with your skulls. And then Lady Marana is your tank. It's like everything all in one, except for mana generator. It's your tank, it's your damage dealer, it's an instant kill. Lady Marana is really good. Like, that's 65% skull reduction. And then, on top of that, a chance to instant kill. So, pretty good. Maybe not the best legendary we've had so far, but maybe top 3. And then Graveseer, you know, it's not our mana generator, really. I mean, it's a mana generating really slowly by enchanting the strongest ally, I guess. It's really putting purple up there for the Spectral Knight. I guess it kind of mana generates for the Spectral Knight. And then it's putting purple up there for Lady Marana. So we're missing a, like, mana gen and summoning. But we have, like, a really good tank and a really good damage dealer that instant kills. And then even if you don't get those instant kills, you have the Spectral Knight doing double true damage. So we have a lot of damage, potential instant killing. Like I said, the only thing you're really missing is really good mana gen. We have some, and we have no summon. So it's only missing, like, the summon and a tiny bit of mana gen. So it's pretty good for troops. Like, the best troops would get a 1, the worst troops would get a 10. What's the best troops we've seen so far? So the best we've seen so far, All-Seeing Eye. We could compare it to All-Seeing Eye, maybe. Which one do we think's better, All-Seeing Eye or Crypt Keepers? All-Seeing Eye got a 3. And there's definitely going to be other ones that are better, probably, than this. So I don't want to give it too much better than a 3. All-Seeing Eye had Ocularian Leech, who explodes and steals attack. So it'll end up doing good skull damage, and it kind of has it's kind of a tank because it steals all the attack, so it doesn't get hit as hard. It had Ocularian, who has a chance to loop into itself, which is pretty nice. It had Zeradar, who does lots of damage and gets an extra turn if you do it right. And then it had Watchmother, who's a summon. and can give life if you don't need a summon. This place had almost everything. The only thing it's really missing is an instant kill, and its mana gen is kinda... It's not... It still has it. I think its mana gen is slightly better than Crypt Keeper's, because this guy explodes, and then this guy does brown to green, and this thing does yellow to skulls, which doesn't really count, but it's an extra turn, and I don't know. This does brown to green, this does an explosion. That's probably slightly better than Crypt Keeper. But then Lady Mirana's probably like slightly better than Zoradar. Maybe. Pretty good too. They got a summon here. So all they're missing is the instant kill, but Crypt Keeper's missing like a little bit of mana gen and a summon. I'm thinking like a 3.5 or a 3. Either like pretty much the same as All Seeing Eye or a little bit worse. But still one of the better ones that we've seen. It'd be the second best. If I give it a 3.5, it would be the second best troops we've seen so far. Lady Mirana with the instant kill. Spectral Knight with the double true damage. Graveseer with the enchant and the purple. And the 65% skull reduction on 2 Lady Miranas. And then 25% on the Spectral Knight. Like, All Seeing Eye's really synergetic and has almost everything. It's kind of hard to be better than it right now. I'm sure there's going to be something eventually, but I'm thinking 3.5 or 3 for the troops. The enemies, that wasn't too bad. Like, we didn't lose a single troop, so we got to consider that, you know? Like, in this first fight, they have 2 Graveseers and a Nightshade. That's nothing. Pretty much only the Spectral Knight who's on top. Graveseer just enchants and puts purple on the board for your Lady Mirana to... You know, they're putting their own neck on the chopping block. Kind of like Blackhawk, Epic Trials, if you know what I mean. And then you got this, which we can't, you know, it's different every time, so you can't really judge it. Then the last fight, Lady Mirana's in first slot, you just got to kill her, and then Spectral Knight kill that, and then you have nothing. Like, so it's pretty easy, honestly. Unless you let Lady Mirana and Spectral Knight just kind of sit there forever, you're probably going to be fine. As long as you take out one of those 2, and then take out the other one. It might not be the easiest ever, because Lady Mirana could instant kill you. If you let the Spectral Knight go a little bit too wild, it could hit hit the same troop a couple of times and kill it. So once again, probably not the easiest, but pretty close. So I'd be willing... Like, what's the easiest so far? Another 3? All Seeing Eye once again? I mean, that was so easy, though. I almost want to... How easy was All Seeing Eye? Like, I don't remember. Like, did I beat it that quickly? I kind of want to give it, like, 3.5 and... I don't know. What do you guys think for troops? 3 or 3.5 or somewhere around there? And then for enemies, I'm thinking about the same. 2.5, 3, 3.5. If you guys have any input. You think 3 for troops? Okay. So about the same as All Seeing Eye? I could do that. You want to make it easier than All Seeing Eye? We could do 2.5 for the enemies. 'Cause that was pretty easy. You think that one was easier or All Seeing Eye was easier? It's really what we need to decide. Was Crypt Keeper easier or All Seeing Eye? What's the other list say? Maybe we can use that as our tiebreaker. Does the other list say All Seeing Eye or Crypt Keepers was easier? Because I'm like really close on them. Can't really decide. Where's All Seeing Eye? Dang it. The hill? Thought it was over here. There it is. They're so close. I feel like they're pretty much even. The tiebreaker would be what the other list says, I guess. So on the other list it says this one was easier. Alright, well I'll give it a 2.5 then. We'll keep it the same, because it's really close either way. Alright, so final score for Crypt Keepers. We got 6 for rooms, 3 for troops, 2.5 for enemies, and 0 for deaths, so that got a 11.5. It's our new, easiest faction. And that tracks, because we did it pretty quickly, and we did it deathless. All-Seeing Eye we also did quickly and deathless, but I don't know, Crypt Keepers felt pretty easy to me. But anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much, Sana, for the donation, keeping the lights on, the doors open, helping me and my family, keeping the channel going. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your guild about the channel. Comment below. And I'll see y'all next time. Youngblood, do we take all rooms? During the faction event, you do. Because you want to get as many points as you can get. And you want to... Like, if you're on level 20, if you're on layer 20, you get points for every single room. And why not do the easier level 20 fights and build up your points and build up your multipliers and all that stuff? So yeah, you do every single room. If you're just doing, if you got all, for faction events, you do every single room. For farming, you do every single room. But if you're just trying to, like, get further or... do pure or do deathless, you don't have to do every single room. Or if you already have all rewards, you know. The only time you do every single room is when you're doing an event and trying for all rewards. Or you're farming, like level 20 City of Thieves, you do every single room. But otherwise, you don't have to do every single room. If you're just trying to make progress in the faction and just get to the next level, you would just go straight to the boss. If you're trying to do pure 500 or just pure faction in general, you just go straight to the boss. If you're trying to do deathless or deathless 500, you just go straight to the boss. But if you're trying to get points for an event, for an overall reward, then you want to do all the rooms. If you're trying to farm and get as much out of like one layer as possible while you're farming, you do all the rooms. So if your main goal is to get as much as you can out of that easier layer, then you do all the rooms. If your main goal is to just get further and do harder stuff and, you know, secure a pure or secure a deathless, you just go straight to the boss. You don't do all the rooms. Hopefully that explains it. You still need Iron Hawk? Iron Hack? I've never heard that. That's a good one. Iron Hack. It's like you're hacking the game by getting Iron Hawk. Iron Hack. Even if you didn't do that on purpose, I like it. Is the weapon any good? It's not great. You're never going to use it, but it's not horrible either. The Secrets of the Crypt. It does, like, true damage, right? Storm Bully. I have 0 of this pet. Hey, we can do it real quick, I guess. But yeah, the, like, I'm trying to make this stream a little bit quicker today since we did the patch notes, and, like, I have more... If I, you know, the only other way I'm going to make anything is if we get views. So since, you know, I got to try for the views if the other thing's not happening. But, yeah, the faction right here. The Secrets of the Crypt steal life from the 2 weakest enemies, summon a random undead. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen in my life, but it doesn't get used very often. But, you know, that's not bad. Life and Death is better. That's why probably... Life and Death is similar. It's also purple. It's purple-brown. This thing's purple-red. So, I mean, if a person was using it, I wouldn't hate it. But it's not... I've never used it myself. But like I always say, you gotta get it at some point. Now's the best time to get it. It's another weapon for Sword's Edge. You're doing the event anyway. You're getting all this other stuff too. What was the other question? Oh, I'm gonna do the pet real fast. We'll do the pet. If nothing happens during the pet, I gots to go. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I'll see y'all Friday. And Saturday, we got Vault event, so I'll probably stream. But Saturday streams are not 100% anymore for Gems of War. But if we got something notable going on, for sure. Like, I've been trying to do the ranking that it's most weekends I think we're gonna stream Gems of War, but like Bounty weekend maybe we won't. It's the only one I can really think of that
Mana surge.
for sure we're
Mana
probably
surge.
try something else.
Surge.
Bounty's like, you know, Saturdays are already kind of slow. I don't really have anything going on that I'm doing in Gems of War that I could. You know, like previously it was the new account playthrough, now it's the ranking the difficulty, but that's mostly on Tuesdays. So on Bounty weekends, I think I'm gonna try something else, whether it's EverQuest or Quarm or some other game altogether. I don't know. But you never know. Sometimes I don't feel like doing anything different, so I just do Gems of War. So Tuesdays are gonna stay for now because we're doing the rank and the difficulty, but eventually we'll be done with that as well. It's gonna take a while. 38 freaking factions. We've only done 9 so far. We're a quarter of the way through though. Almost. I don't have this pet. I mean, I should do this pet whether, as long as I don't, if I have it fully ascended, I don't do it. But if I don't have it fully ascended, I do the pet. Unless it's Vault event, then I don't do pets. It's my pet strat. Every day of the month, other than the Vault event, 3 days that are the Vault event, I do any pet that I need copies of. If I have it fully and it pops up, then I don't do it. And if it's during the Vault event, I don't do it. But every other pet otherwise, I do. Because look how fast it is, like, might as well. Alright, I got the Storm Bully, or whatever the hell it's called. Storm Bully. 2 copies! That was totally worth it. Cosmetic only. Somebody must have popped that one. Good job. Alright. Thank you for being here. You guys are the best. Go for 1,000 keys? Hey, Youngblood, thank you so much. How much is that? I don't even know. Like in US DKK 20. No matter what it is, I appreciate it. Nice. Thanks for the 3. Appreciate it. I just looked it up. $3. $3. Appreciate it, man. You guys want to see anything? You know, I could go 5 minutes longer or something. Just trying to keep it a little tight for the patch notes, and we can go to an hour and a half like usual. What else could we do, though? We could do vault keys. You guys always like that. Let's open like let's open 10 vault keys real quick. We'll get down to 50. Well, good luck on your new job, Youngblood. I hope it goes awesome. I hope you're the best person there. I hope you get promoted. I hope you get a raise. I hope all your days go quickly. Got 18 event keys. Do you need multiple copies of a pet to ascend them? Yeah, it's exactly the same as troops. You need, you know, 5 to ascend to the next rarity, then you need like 10 to ascend to the next rarity, then you need like 15 to ascend to the next rarity. Just like troops. Pets are like troops as far as ascending. There's so many like minion orbs these days though that pet rescues is like the really slow way of doing pets. Of course you want to do it if nothing else is going on, you grab the pet. But I have so many minion orbs, I could probably upgrade, fully ascend any pet I wanted to right now. And then another one, and another one, and another one, and another one, and another one, you know? You know, I just haven't done it because I'm waiting for it to ask me, like, hey, you need another pet to be fully ascended for your kingdom power, you know? And it's not saying that, because I think I'm already past that in all the kingdoms. But if one day I'll have enough to just fully ascend every single pet, and I'll just do it, I guess. Get myself like a tiny little bonus from having all the pets fully ascended. If I'm using naked bulls from Istanbul, if I'm using 4 naked bulls from Tijuana, you know, I might get a bonus from a pet or something. If I got 5 stripper cows from Texas on my team, I might get a bonus off a pet.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
If I got 4 blue dragons named Fred on my team, might get me a bonus. Might give me a little more HP. You know I need HP, especially during these fights right here. HP matters a lot when you're doing this. So I'm glad I got all them pets. Part of collecting them all like Pokemon though. Definitely want to do what you can do, especially when it's not Vault Event.
Mana surge.
I don't think any pet's helping me do this right now though, you know what I mean? 2 more, then I'm out of here. And it's almost Vault Event, so I really want to get these, Wow, you did it again, Youngblood. Appreciate it. You the man. Try to do a little bit of stuff on my alt account, Sauna. Like, I'm trying to get on there and at least give some gold to the guild. Get my cursed runes, like try to do my dungeon. Because I need jewels, I need celestials. To be able to like gift you gems, like it's taking celestials, cursed runes, which means I need jewels, which means I need to do the dungeon. And then while I'm at it, I'm like, I might as well give gold to the guild and try to do the guild event too. So still like trying a little bit, but I don't have much time to be on there too much. So like I said, if you ever need to kick me, like, oh, no hard feelings. The only problem is I can't gift you if I'm kicked out. But I'm not trying to like stay in the guild just because of that, or because I can't really gift you more than right now. It seems like it's like once a week or something. So it's only 25 gems. Just honestly, so you got to get 100 of each jewel to make a celestial, and then you got to get another. You got to do it again because you need 2 celestials, and then you need cursed runes also. And eventually, I'm gonna run out of cursed runes. Right now, my main the thing I'm lacking is the celestials, which I can get over like a week or so, but eventually I'll run out of cursed runes too, and then it's gonna be game over. Sucks you can't just give your gems to somebody, but I guess that makes sense. Alright, I'm gonna do even more because Youngblood just keeps going. It's how it works. Let's just keep opening vault keys until he stops. I'll do 7 more here, at least. I need to open them all anyway. Tonight I'm gonna do, usually how I play, always check my XP booster, get that done. Then I do my adventure board, my dungeon. But like, honestly, if the adventure board isn't mentioned in the XP booster, if it's something I don't need, like trade stones, I won't do it. But I still do like gold and gold keys and everything except for like trait stones or souls. I'll still do, even if it's just gold or just gold keys. Gold keys can give you gems. Gold I can give to the guild, so I still grab that stuff. Then dungeon, I reveal the dungeon, but if I don't get a perfect or if the XP booster don't ask for it, I just don't do it. Which some days I'm like, thank goodness I didn't get a perfect, so I don't have to do the dungeon, you know? After that, I do PvP. I like make myself do PvP next. I'm kind of treating PvP like dungeon, adventure board, XP booster. That way I do it every day, so I can get my gold marks, get my burning marks, all that stuff. And then I'll do my monolith battles, I'll get my gold marks. And then, guild event, I usually just knock that out real quick, try to use up all my sigils, so I'm keeping up with that. And then whatever single player event's going on, like today it'd be faction event, I'd probably get that all the way done in 15 to 20 minutes, get myself a bunch of gold. Then I would do Underspire. I'd make sure to buy torches at least for sure, but I normally just go after 1 dragon a day. 7 dragons, 7 days. So I try to at least get 1 dragon a day. I definitely like money. It's almost like the entire point of the channel, Trying to get a little income. Also help people. It's also fun. It's also a hobby. Starts the same. Ooh, 300 gems. That's how YouTube goes. People start it because it's fun. They start it because it's a hobby. But eventually they want to turn it into something more than that. And people always say, like, why don't you just have fun and make it your hobby? That was a thing for 3, 4, 5 years. But eventually it's like you spend so much time on it. You're hoping to make something. And it's hard to, like, put it back in the box at a certain point. And some people are either rich or they're lying to you if they're not trying to make something on YouTube, or they just started. They're rich, they're lying to you, or they just started and they're still in the honeymoon phase. Or they're like, they don't have any subscribers or something like that, so I'm just doing it for fun. Why is everybody else trying to make money on here? I'm just doing it for fun. Yeah, but nobody's watching you and you just started, so of course you are. Or you're rich and you don't need money. Or you're still in the honeymoon phase. Or you're just doing it for fun. Eventually it takes lots of time. And you have to become an adult. You're like, man, I wish I could make some money off of this so I could keep going, keep hanging out, keep helping people. Dang, bro. Hey, that's what I always hope, man. Like, I help you, you help me. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. Save you money and time in the game. 'Cause it's not, dude. It's not easy. The devs are out to get you, I swear. Promise you, they're out to get you. It's not just some tinfoil hat conspiracy theory. They really want you wasting resources. They want you wasting time. They want you confused. And I'm like their enemy. I'll tell you about how they suck, how they're getting stuff wrong, how they're being predatory, and they don't like it, so if it was up to the devs, everybody would be just confused, spending money, and wasting time. Can't just look up stuff on the internet either. It's nuts. It's kind of like the game I'm playing now, Project Clarm, on, I just started. There's like nothing on the internet. It's so difficult. I might have to start watching me some YouTube for that game. I'm just kind of wandering around trying to figure it out. And if you look it up on Google or anything, like, it's so hard to figure out because it's in this weird middle ground. Like, there's stuff on the internet about the classic stuff, like P99, like EverQuest, Kunark, and Valius, or classic Kunark and Valius. There's guides for that, and then there's guides for current day EverQuest where there's like everything, like 1 million expansions. But the one that I'm playing is like weirdly in the middle somewhere. So the one guides don't have everything that I need, and then the other guides don't care about anything I need because they're so far ahead. So it's really hard to figure stuff out. It's kind of like Gems of War. Like, there's no... Somebody needs to make a Gems of War wiki. Then they change stuff so much that's like hard to... You'd have to keep it up to date. There was a time where I would recommend doing Explore 12 every day, and now I really don't. There was a time where I'd recommend gold farming with Cedric, but now I don't. There was a time where I'd recommend soul farming with Pharaoh Khafre, but now I don't. Or Pharaoh, whatever his name is, Ferris Ra. But now I don't. There's too many orbs and underspires and faction events and vault events and gnomes and gaps and verses. Pity keys. It's just not worth it anymore. You just go hard in the vault, go hard in your faction events. You should get enough without farming. What did you get today? I can tell you. Yours is 3, 6, 9, 12. And then Sonic gave 5, so we got 17 today. 17. That's a good day. Whenever I stream, I honestly am trying for like 20 or 25-ish, but I'll take whatever I can get, you know what I mean? Some days we get 0. So anytime I can get anything, I'm happy. But today we made 17 bucks. And then like, you would think like the streams would get views and then there would be ads and then I'd make money off of that, but I really don't, because it only gets like 200 views and you don't make any money on YouTube unless you're getting thousands of views. Like 200 views is probably going to give me like 10 cents or something like that. I don't know. We got members and stuff, but not like a ton. So yeah, what you guys see during these streams is pretty much what I make. So it's pretty, you could sit here and add it up and figure out how much I make per month, and you would probably think I'm an idiot. Man, it's getting hot. I don't know why the air turned off. We had this whole like fiasco with the air conditioner. So it was like probably like 3 weeks ago or a month ago, so it was kind of like, it was still cold outside, but for some reason the teenager was getting really hot, so he would put the air on, like everybody would fall asleep, and it was cold, right? So everybody in the house is cold except for him, and everybody would fall asleep, and then he'd put the air on while everybody was sleeping, and then it would get really cold. And then I would wake up in the middle of the night at like 1 or 2, and I'm like, man, it's super cold. Like, what's going on? I'd go down there and I'd see the air is on in like February. When it's like, it was like snowing outside and when the freaking air was on. So I like turn it off, I put the heat on, I go back to bed. And then I come back, I wake up 2 or 3 hours later and it's back on, the air's back on. I'm like, dude, what's going on here? And then I try to like put a little thing on there. I don't know, I messed up the thermostat to where, basically, moral of the story, I tried to put like a hold on it or like make it to where you can't, and then whatever, I put in like a code on it and I screwed it up and now it's all weird. And you know, I told him not to do it too, but I was trying to make it to where I'm the only one that can mess with it. And well, actually I was doing fine. Mrs. Senny then tried to mess with it and it really got screwed up, but of course I'm gonna blame her, right? She gets tired of hearing my mouth, I guess, so she goes and messes with stuff and then she screws it up. That's usually how it goes. But the stuff I'm complaining about is like legitimate. It's gonna be a lot of money, everybody's cold, like you can't just have the air on in February. That's not crazy, right? Am I a crazy lunatic for not wanting to have the air on when it's snowing outside? No, I don't think I'm a crazy lunatic, but she acts like I'm a crazy lunatic. And then she goes and messes with it and screws it all up, and now it's on like a schedule and temporary holds and won't go under this or that, and it turns off randomly and turns on randomly. It's like, oh my god. Yay, you were a man of your word, young blood. Appreciate it. We had the patch notes, Anita. Good to see ya. How you doing? We had the patch notes. We did the ranking the difficulty of Crypt Keepers. It was one of the easiest ones so far. And the patch notes weren't too crazy. Like, we already kind of got all that information out of the sneak peek. But we did learn that the update is tonight. I think that's the main thing that we learned. Just a recap for you, Anita, because I'm almost done here. We did the patch notes first, but it was like kind of a nothing burger. The main thing we learned was that the patch is going to happen tonight for the Astral Spire, to get the constellations and all that. The Star Stones. It's going to be tomorrow, tonight-ish. Then we did the ranking the difficulty of Crypt Keepers, one of the easiest ones so far. We crushed it. It was only like 3 rooms, and we ranked it like the easiest. And now we're doing some vault keys. Because Youngblood keeps giving me $3. Eventually I'm going to be out, though. Mrs. Shark gets tired of yours, too. I feel like I complain about legitimate things, but she just doesn't want to hear anything, so... And she complains about weird stuff. Like the toilet seat. Or... I don't know. My one son was like, it takes like 1 second to put the seat down. Why is she crashing out about it? Like, I don't know. Just please put it down for me. 'Cause I'm the one that gets in trouble. No matter who does it, I'm the one that gets in trouble. There's 2 other boys / men in this house. And I make sure to put it the way she wants it, because I don't want to hear it. But then I can't control the other 2. I'm not in there, you know? Obviously not in there while they're peeing. So then, like, in the middle of the night, one of them goes pee, leaves the seat up. And then she goes in there, and then it's my fault somehow. The life of a hubby. It's always your fault. And then I'm gonna take him to the side, like, please put the seat down. I don't want to hear about it. He's like, I'm just gonna leave it on purpose, cause that's dumb. I'm just gonna leave it up on purpose, cause she's being an idiot. I'm like, no, please don't do that. You're just gonna hurt me, not her. It's gonna be my problem. I feel ya, and it is funny, and I get it. It is kind of crazy, but you're not gonna hurt her, you're gonna hurt me, because she's gonna blame it on me.
Mana surge.
Just for me, put it down. I know it takes 1 second. I don't know if she's sitting in the toilet water because she's half asleep or something. Like a ding-dong, she don't check. I freaking inspect the toilet before I sit on it. I don't know about you guys. I don't know about you. Do you guys fly in there and just sit down without looking? For some reason, that's what she does. She kicks the door down and jumps in the air, pulls her pants down at the same time while she's in the air, and then she sits in the toilet water. I don't know. She don't even look at it. She closes her eyes and just sits. Me, I'm like a toilet inspector. Before I sit on that thing, I'm inspecting the toilet. I'll make sure there's no pee on the seat. I'll make sure the seat's down. You know, there's no poop in there. I wanna sit on a nice toilet that's not pee all over it. I guess she just kicks the door down, jumps in the air, flies, pulls her pants down while she's flying through the air, and just sits in the toilet water. I don't know. Because she don't look, I guess. She just doesn't look before she leaps. I'm a toilet inspector. I am not sitting on that thing if there's 1 speck of nothing on it. I'll lace it up if I have to, I swear. I will lace it up. If we're in a public restroom, oh boy, I'll lace it so much. I'll use the whole roll of toilet paper to lace the whole thing up. I'll lace the door, the floor. I'll put the toilet paper around the toilet on the floor. I'll lace up the door handle. I'll lace up the bowl, the whole back end of it. I'm just joking, but I will lace it up pretty good if it's a public toilet. I'm not sitting on that. People crapping all over the seat. How the hell did they do that? Because they're trying to not sit on it, okay? So they don't want to take the time to lace it up, right? So they're like squatting above it, and then they just shoot poop all over the seat, and then they just leave it like that. And then you come in there, you're like, oh my god, there's poop all over the seat. I guess Mrs. Cindy would just sit on the poop on the seat. She don't look at it. I am a toilet inspector. I'm not sitting on that somebody else's poop or pee. And I'll lace it up if it's a public toilet. If it's my own toilet, nah, I'm not lacing it up. And if it's a public toilet, I don't even want to use it, honestly. I'll do my best to not even sit on a public toilet. If it's like an emergency, I will take like 5 minutes and lace it up real good first. You can put a little bit of toilet paper in the water so it don't splash on your beehole. You don't want no nasty public toilet water splashing on your beehole, do you? You gotta like put a little toilet paper in the water so that you have a soft landing. And it don't splash up on your beehole. That's nasty. You go in a public restroom and then just like gross toilet, and then you take a dump and the water splashes up onto your butt. It's nasty water. You got nasty water in your beehole, now you got nasty water in your body. You don't put like a little cushion down, a little safety mat? Lace it up real good, then you lace up the water too. It's a little bit. One soft landing for you. You don't want to cause like a tsunami backsplash. The home toilet though, it's all good. I just sit right on it. I sit on the ivory throne, but I do inspect it first. I don't want to sit in no pee. I don't want to just sit in the toilet water because I'm too anxious to not look at the toilet lid to see if it's down or not. She just wants it to be, make sure it's down at all times. That way she can just sit down and go. She don't want to have to look at it and discover whether or not the lid is up or down. It takes too long to put the seat down. So she's just sitting in the water. She misses, I guess. She has bad aim. She sits down, there's no toilet seat, and she just falls in. So then she yells at everybody because they didn't put the seat down. Because she's too busy to check and see if the seat was down or not. She just sits right in the water. Joking, of course. Alright, I opened all my vault keys for Youngblood. Thank you so much, dude. I needed to do that anyway. We got a couple nice gem drops there. Got my gem stack almost back to 10k, and I've been buying a lot of stuff. So that's pretty impressive. And I'll be doing my faction event tonight and getting a bunch of gold. Anita with the gifted. Thank you so much. Boop. You're alone so you don't have to look? There you go. Sit on the poop. You peed all over the seat? That's what I'm like, you want me to pee on the seat? And if I leave the seat down at all times, then it's like it makes the target smaller. You know what I mean? I'm an expert, but you're making the target smaller. You're cruising for a bruising. Now, when I'm done, I make sure I didn't leave nothing behind too. You know what I'm saying? Like before and after. I feel like I'm a good toilet partner. Like I don't leave nothing ever. I'm not just like not flushing. I'm not leaving it clogged. I'm not leaving pee on the seat. I'm not. Yeah, will I leave the seat up once in a while? Maybe, but that's just you put it down real quick. At least I didn't leave nasty stuff. It's just the toilet lid's up. That's all. You know what I mean? But what if I close the entire seat and then you poop on the lid? And it squishes up against your own cheeks. I'm about to close the entire lid so there's no access to the water. I wonder if she would sit on it then and just go. Dang, a 20. Thank you so much. A 20, a 20, a 20, and a 5-er. Yeah. You want to see how much now? Sana with a 5. And then you did how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 5 is 17. Then you did another one, so that's 20, and then Anita did a 5. Hey, you guys hit the goal again. That's sick. I have to save my other gifted for the chatathon, though. I already gave that out this month, but that's amazing. We hit it twice now. Alright, you guys want to see anything else? What do you want to see? Anything? You guys got anything? Talking about the toilet so much, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. But if you guys want to put anything in the chat, or we can just end it. Whatever you... I can go 10 more minutes if you want, whatever. Does anybody need to see anything, like, in particular? Like, for the guild event, I should probably just... I went back to this team, like, this is what I'm using. It's going pretty well right now. The Guards Avatar, Wanda Star, Sir Quentin Hadley, Sir Geoffrey the Fallen. I'll show you an example of this. I always try to give you guys what you need, you know? Not just play the game. It's just the way I do it. I guess it's my style. That's why it was funny when somebody called me a narcissist, because I think about other people all the time. And that's like the opposite. Narcissist has no empathy, so why would they don't think about other people at all. They only think about themselves. The whole way I do my live streams is thinking about other people. If I was a narcissist, I would literally only play the game and do exactly what only I needed to do in the game, and I would never show other teams. Why would I have to make 3 teams for myself? That kind of hurt my feelings, because I'm the complete opposite of that, honestly. If I was a psychopath, I would only play the game and only do what I needed to do, and only make 1 team for everything, because it's the only team I need to do. Why would I make multiple teams? Why would I ever do a mid-level and a low-level and think like, oh, what if you don't have Chrysanthrax? What if you don't have Ruby Weapon? Why would I ever even think that if I was a crazy lunatic? I would have only made this team and be like, you have it or you don't have it, who cares otherwise, you know? This is what I'm using. If you don't have it, screw you. I'm the only person that matters in the world. So, why would I make other teams? Screw you, who cares? For the Underspire, this is it, that's it. Actually, I left this on because I was lazy. It's the mid team. But I kind of like it. So I'm going to use it for a little bit. Got double off with the Sir Quentin Hadley. Hey, Agile, you jerk. You take green, red, blue, brown, whatever. Underspire. Kill one of them, and then you can do this. They're all dead. Definitely better options, but this is what I'm using right now. I'll probably switch out of it when I get to like the 2nd or 3rd dragon, 4th dragon. Some brown, some green, some... Let's do the weapon. We're gonna have to shoot off. Then you got Sir Quentin Hadley. We can get an extra turn and stuff. He's really good if he's up. So, that's what I'm doing for that. What else? Guild event, Underspire. For if anybody out there needs to do the epic trials, go over it real quick. You got Knight Coronet, who has, you know, you cast Mana Arms on Knight Coronet over and over and over. You have a summon. Got a summon if you lose Knight Coronet. Knight Coronet has 50% skull reduction. And you're going to be giving him a bunch of attack and armor, because you're going to cast this on Knight Coronet. And Barrier. This will give you mana. And it gives them... Deal damage to the first enemy equal to an ally's attack, then give attack and armor to them. So you're giving so much attack and armor to this Knight Coronet that eventually he's just going to one-shot with skulls. And he's like pretty much unkillable. And then you have a summon if you happen to lose a troop. This one seems really easy. If you don't have the trials done, this is a pretty easy one. Just keep casting Queen Jezebel and Man-at-Arms on your Knight Coronet over and over and over. And then take Skulls. Of course you can shoot the Knight Coronet too, but... And he hits the first enemy, Skulls, first enemy, Skulls, first enemy, Skulls. They're probably dead. Got a bunch of Knights on the other team. Probably just go top to bottom, because you're mostly going to be doing skull damage. Team off the Vault event. What do you mean? Vault event, you do Rowan or Ironhawk. Usually do like Cinemirage or Wild Plains. Yeah, what do we got this weekend? We have Week of Swords Edge and Week of Knights. So where are we going to be doing our Vault event this weekend? Are there any Knights in Wild Plains or Cinemirage? There probably is. So we gotta do a very specific amount of damage with our Ironhawks. So hey, there's no Knights in Wild Plains, so we're just gonna do Wild Plains. So there's your answer to that. We don't have to figure that out on Friday. We know that Wild Plains has no Knights. What about Cinemirage? So that's all that matters, whether they have Knights or not. But yep, they have 2. So you want to do Wild Plains this weekend. Vault event here, you do Explore 1. And you do... No turns for you. Ironhawks, if you got them. If you don't got them, just do Rowan and get some class weapons, get some class experience, get some trait stones. Might as well while you run your fastest Rowan team, whatever it may be. If you want to do Black Manacles, Rowan, Leprechaun, Mirage Queen. If you want to do Mountain Crusher, Rowan, Leprechaun, Mirage Queen. If you don't have Mirage Queen, you can just do Clockwork Sphinx and Leprechaun with like Mountain Crusher. Just get up your Rowan as fast as you can and cast it and win. And so Ironhawks if you got it, Rowan if you don't, because if you don't have Ironhawks, you most likely still don't have all your classes on 100. You most likely still need trait stones. You most likely still maybe need class weapons. So why not just use Rowan? You can go to different kingdoms, take care of anything that you come up against. Still pretty fast anyway. And Leprechaun blowing up green for Rowan who uses green. And Mirage Queen who's easy to get, 50% start Rowan. And that's what I say. There's in the middle teams, but like, I'd say all the way in or all the way out is usually the way to go. All this middle ground stuff is just clip farming, view farming, contrarian stuff. Alright, I got to go. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Today was great. And I'll be streaming Friday. We'll be doing... It'll be our first look at the patch, the update, too. Because I'm not streaming Wednesday or Thursday, so our first look at it's going to be Friday. It almost makes me want to stream Wednesday, since there's an update, but... Probably not. I got too much other stuff going on. It takes forever to make an EverQuest and a Project Quorum video, so there's no way I'll be able to stream. But I'll stream on Friday, so if you want to see my reaction to the update, it's going to be on Friday, and then we'll do the Vault event too. Saturday we'll probably stream as well. Update, Vault event. It's exciting enough to also stream on Saturday. But that's it for today. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. I'm happy. D-Death got gifted by Anita. Shout out to Anita, Youngblood, and Sana for the donations. Helps a ton. Everybody else, temp polls. Let's double down on that free stuff. It helps. Whether we're doing well or not, it helps a ton. If we're not doing well, it helps a ton. If we're doing well, it helps a ton. Our subscribers, we're getting close to 8.6. You know? Let's go. Let's try to get to that 9K. I really am thinking about doing the face cam. For some reason, before I streamed today, I'm like, I had like this little bit of anxiety all of a sudden. I'm like, dude, you know what? You need us to start doing face cam. I don't like it. I hate it because, I don't know. Not the type that gets dolled up every day and puts on my lipstick for my fans. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It's like if you want to be a streamer, if you want to do YouTube, you kind of have to do that stupid shit. And it's like starting to dawn on me, like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to freaking do it. If I want to keep doing this crap, I'm gonna have to freaking do it. Even though I think it's ridiculous, and I don't know why it has to be a thing. Why do you have to look at a person? But everybody does it, so now you know it's a thing. You have to look at the person while they play the game. I don't know what you get out of it, but sometimes their face is like taking up half the screen. It's sometimes they're really tiny. I'd probably be more like the really tiny guy. But anyway, I'm really thinking about it. I just got to figure it out. I just don't get it. I never care. If I watch somebody and they're entertaining and stuff, like just because if they don't have a face cam, that doesn't bother me. Some of my favorite channels don't have a face cam. But I get it, like if you really want to freaking do YouTube and stream and stuff, you should probably have one, but it's just annoying. It's stupid. What's the point, especially on like Gems of War, like what's the point of looking at the person while they play Gems of War? Like, what's the difference? It's not a horror game, it's not a rage game, it's Gems of War. Like, you gonna see me purse my lips and make a kissy face, or what are you gonna see? How many times I blink? I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for being here today. Anita, Sana, Yandy, Youngblood, Yoke the Ham, Sana. Like, before I give up, you know, like I gotta at least try it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's gonna help. I guess some people are weird and they have to see the person. I don't know. Maybe I'm not a real person unless you see me. It's like how do you know the air is real? You know what I mean? Like, how do you know? You don't get to see it. That's how protons and neutrons? What if those aren't real? Jonathan was here today. Sana, Tyrion, Yoke, Horth, Jets. Horth, I gave you a high five today on. I don't know if you need them or not, but I figured you probably do. Horth and Swag, I gave those people honors. We got Marcus, Horth. Who else needs honors, Sana? Rob, Oturo Warrior was here telling me stuff. Starla, Murda Serta, JM Ricks. We got Yoke, we got JM Ricks, we got Sana. Thanks again, Sana. Thanks again, Youngblood. Thanks again, Anita. Youngblood knows where to be at. He knows where it's at. With the ladies. Yeah, I'll give you, whenever I can, Horth, I'll try to give you an honor. We need a blink counter. Yep. I'm probably going to do it, though. I'm not, you know how I am. It's going to take me 9 months, but if you guys hang in there and keep me going, I'll do a face cam eventually. I have to. I have to, so. It'll take me 9 months or whatever, but I'll do it. But just keep me going. Alright, I'll see y'all. Have a good one. You're the best. Who else? If you can give me a name, then I'll do it, Sana, but dress up as Gemma. I'll probably never do that. I feel like the joke has gone too far at that point. People are gonna think I'm really, like, attract the wrong crowd, yeah. Alright, let me know in guild chat, Sana, and I'll honor when I can. You know, it's probably only gonna be like once or twice a week, but I gotta go. I'm over 2 hours here. I got some other stuff I gotta do, unfortunately.